probably not too pretty.
Oh man.
Probably not too pretty.
Yeah.
Has it been just really hot the whole time?
I felt it today, and then like there's a stretch around Gunnison where once you're done with San Juan's where it's just like Jeep roads and no shade. Couple hypothermia scares, one during the day and one last night. So my plan was to push through and to go through Long Gulch, and I wasn't moving fast, but I thought, well, moving's better than not moving. And I was getting cold, and then Brian and I have been there before, but it's just like this big open valley, and it's, you know, midnight, and then all of a sudden there's like 20 pairs of eyes pointing back at me. And that's not an exaggeration. and you can see the outline, like these are big animals. Well, they're cows, so like I'm not that freaked out, and I go around, and then I come back up to the trail, and then there's 20 more eyes like around me. So I've got 20 pair of eyes here, 20 pairs of eyes here, and they're mooing, and they're not happy that I'm there. And it's the middle of the night, and I'm like, okay, this is how I die. Like I'm gonna get trampled by a stampede of cows and hit my SOS button, and that'll be the end of it.
Where was this at again? What part?
Like above Lost Creek. It's
Yeah.
just this big open meadow, and
Yeah.
it just got really cold, and I couldn't move fast enough to stay warm, so I stopped for the night there.
So what was the total time?
We had a discussion about this. So I think, so I think it's 9
Yeah.
days plus
Yeah.
12 hours plus 2 hours,
Yeah.
14 and a half.
Yeah.
So 9 days, 14 and a half.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're all.
Yeah, that's what we thought too. We are on the same page.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. Today it was rough. Again, I was hoping to be a little bit further this morning. And thinking, well, you know, I'm almost there, but almost there is not there. You know, you still have to put in, I think it was still close to 50 miles today.
Yeah.
And it was better terrain. You could run a lot more of it, but I'm tired. I want to go home.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'll take a bath. I cannot imagine what I smell like and what I look like. And
Hey, you're looking pretty good. So I don't know what that means for FKTs or anything.
Yeah.
I know you don't particularly care, but
well, and interesting, I met a guy out there on the trail going the other way, and he was trying to break the unsupported record. John was his name. He had a nosebleed at the time. But he, I think, was going the east route. So I guess most people go the east route. My only rationale for going the west route was, yes, it's CDT. I figure I may only do this 485-mile trip once. I may as well get up high and get the big views.
right.
And in training, I had done the east route, so I'd seen it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as far as FKT, it doesn't matter. Like I think going Durango to Denver, self-supported, was a cool adventure. And,
Yeah. What was the most difficult part of the trip?
like I said today, I went through some lows. Just the heat and last night, like having a lot of trail deja vu. So I guess your mind picks up on like certain features, like a tree or a rock, and that it assigns that to a part of the trail.
Yeah.
And it can only do that so many times before it just like starts repeating.
Yeah.
So I was going through these same trees and rocks over and over last night. And again today I was like, I swear I've been on this already. Like, did I turn around? What's going on? But then today like was followed by probably my biggest low and then my biggest high coming down like the second segment. It's hot and exposed at first, but I was like, well, if I'm going to make some time, I can do it now.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good downhill running to the river, and I felt like I was flying. I was probably running 15-minute miles, but it felt good.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So did you think about what your next adventure might be then while you were out there?
I've had doubts about what my next. I had ideas before going into this, but now I think I need to not adventure for a while. I mean, I feel pretty good, and that's the interesting thing too. Like one day something would be really aggravated. Like I had an adductor that was really inflamed yesterday, and I made like a little compression garment out of my arm sleeve, so I like tied it around my thigh. Interesting, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like I had no power in it, and today like no problem at all. So inadequate at that, like shin splints and tendonitis.
Yeah.
Like you have issues with it one day,
Yeah.
and you just keep moving on it.
Yeah.
It heals itself.
Yeah. And tell me again on the sleeping thing. You had a tarp. You were making a shelter with your tent poles, and no sleeping bag. You just had a quilt.
No, well, so it's kind of a sleeping bag. It's
Okay.
a quilt, they call it, but it's basically the same thing as a sleeping bag, except it's not sewn all the way around.
Okay.
It's sewn maybe like the shin level.
Gotcha.
And then open. So
Okay.
you can actually get a warmer,
I see.
lighter sleeping blanket
Yeah.
with a quilt versus a sleeping bag.
Gotcha.
But yeah, last night I didn't set up my tarp tent. Because I was thinking I'm just gonna lay down for 5 minutes. I don't want to get too comfortable.
Yeah.
So I put down my emergency blanket, which served as my ground sheet, and then I just put the quilt on, and I didn't sleep for 5 minutes. I stayed there for like 5 hours, and it was not the most comfortable thing.
Well, you had to be ready to go in case the cows launched an offensive.
Right. I'm serious. Like that, I thought this is the end. Like they were, and I'm like, as soon as I got by, I'm like, well, what's from stopping like some rogue cow from chasing after me? Like I have no idea.
You never know.
There were hundreds of them. Like, and we had done this trail a month ago, and we saw none.
Yeah.
But there was cow
Yeah.
diarrhea everywhere. So like,
Yeah.
they own the place.
Yeah.
And I was intruding.
Yeah.
And then I was hearing these other strange noises too, and it probably was a bird, but it was.
Yeah. No problem with any other like bears or anything like that. Or
I didn't see any bear. I saw some moose the Breckenridge morning.
Yeah.
Just walking on the trail and like in between a family of 5. And that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. What was the high point of the journey other than finishing?
Again, I think today, like that feeling today, I think a lot of endurance athletes have it, or athletes or whatever, but it's like suddenly I realized I was just emotionless. I went from this really big low to like no emotion whatsoever. And then I had just this feeling of, I don't know, power, but not like power over people or anything, but just like power over my body. And I felt great, nothing was hurting, and I was just flowing. And it only lasted for like 5 or 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
that was like, okay, I know it's going to happen.
That's awesome. How many miles total?
485.
485. 9 days, 14 hours, 30 minutes, give or take. Couple.
I'm pleased with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to go much faster. I don't know. And it was a great experience, but like that was the other thing. You see, I saw a guy walking with a guitar on his back. I was like, that looks like a fun idea, you know? Just go out there and enjoy it, and
Yeah.
not try to get 50 miles a day and get trampled by cows, but just play the guitar.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll taper my
Yeah. That's awesome. Fantastic, man. All right. Any final thoughts?
Well, the other thing I was pleased with were the drop points. So
Oh yeah.
McCoy's Mountain Market, especially in Copper.
Yeah.
Cameron, I think, was the lady helping me out there, just really nice. She sold the best salami, like that was the best meal on the trail. It's like this French salami. And then, like, I was also impressed with the number of people I saw on the trail, people doing the Colo trail.
Yeah.
Most people go Denver to Durango, but you know, kids, older couples, families, like that was really cool to see.
Yeah. What was your biggest day mile-wise?
I
don't know.
I think low 50s, maybe.
Yeah. Gotcha. Awesome.
All right, Tim. Thank
All
you.
right, man.